And I suddenly realized that this was the Susila Bodhidharma that Bapak had talked of. And I had been just going to start on another book, on autobiography. That was just pushed aside. And I did this, and I then completed it. And I thought, oh, that's really all. So I started off on the autobiography again. And after a little while, that was pushed on one side. And another book, quite unexpectedly, to me, came, which was Aspirant. But in England it's been published in the wrong order. Songs of the Journey hasn't come out yet, and they have Aspirant first, because they were very struck by it. This, again, to me, was part of Songs of the Journey. It's really three parts, as it seems to me. First one, Songs of the Journey, is like Traveller. The next one, Aspirant. And then last of all, 2 years ago? Something like that. A new book appeared, which is Practitioner. So that in that there's the description of the journey through life, from early days up to death. Aspirant, all that takes place for and with the aspirant as such. And the third one is really the practitioner who passes this on. So that it's the writing on the passing on of the gift of the contact, and the guidance on that, and hints and warnings and all the things that came in the writing. And that's not published in any language yet. And that has now come to an end, so far as I know. So far as I know. And I feel that's the end of that kind of writing. I've written a lot of poems in the meantime, which aren't published. Some on spiritual things, some more looking at the world and politics and all those things, and some even light-hearted, and things of the world, things of life. And now I am thinking that really I should start on autobiography. This is not a received thing. I mean, the writing of it is not in the category of the other books receiving. This is more straight writing, as I understand now. I don't know what form it'll take. There might be other passages in it, or I don't know. But I feel that there are things in the process that I've had through life that have had the advantage and gift and privilege of living a life with the experience of this inner gift that Bapak brought to us, that might be valuable if it's put down. And so I feel to do that, but I don't know how it'll go or what form it'll take. I've written about 100 pages so far. It hasn't started really.
So, thank you very much for that. It was very interesting.
Right. When Baba came to our house in Ireland, and I'd had already the beginnings of receiving songs of submission, Baba started receiving writing in that house with us for the first time since he'd written Susila Bodhidharma. New writing began. During all that time he'd received no writing, and then suddenly new writing began.
Yes, it's interesting. So what is very interesting, and maybe you can find the reason, how it is that although it was absolutely not premedité, I don't know in English, the final result has a shape, has a form, perfect. It's absolutely extraordinary. Have you an explanation about this?
I have no explanation, but I found the patterns in it, and the lengths and the subjects. It has its own internal logic.
Yes.
And consistency and direction. It's all there, and I sense that and feel it as I'm doing it, but it's never done from the ordinary mind at all. But it's done from inside, and I know that after the end of 9 chapters, a different subject begins, and it's all going through me. It's never separate from me, as some people may explain with automatic writing. There's a telephone up to Gandhi or somebody and he's writing through you. It's never that at all. It all goes through me, and it's all received in me, but none of it directed by the mind, and never overcome by the emotions, as it were. The functions really are separate, are away. It's a different form of internal activity altogether. And this I would like to describe more, but I think that's all I find to say about it.
Yes.
But it's very, very strong and very definite, and I'm sure there are other people who've had the same kind of experience, and it'd be very interesting to me to meet any such people, because it's in a sense something so clear, in a sense dramatic, and totally shaped, as you say, which unfolds itself as I go along, so that I know when there's going to be a gap, and now it starts with a new subject which starts working in me. Sometimes these subjects start working in me, maybe in sleep or waking up in the morning early, or in the daytime. It begins to be working and working, and I know that something's going to be coming. There's a gestation going on, and there's going to be birth before long.
Thank you.